What is going on, Gamer Sutra family? This is your boy Sutra. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking World Baseball Classic. Alright guys, I just wanted to say congratulations to United States. They won the 2017 World Baseball Classic. I mean, dude, just this year in baseball alone has been absolutely phenomenal for the game. I mean, it's just what baseball needed. You know, I'm not going to say, you know, a lot of people, they complain a lot, oh, baseball's too long. There's 162 games. There's 9 innings. You know, I can't even watch until, you know, September. You know, come on, man. If you're not American if what you saw this past year with the Cubs winning the World Series after 100 years, over 100 years, 108 to be exact, you know, what those young kids on the north side of Chicago were able to pull off against the Cleveland Indians, just the talent across the board. You know, from the Indians to the Royals to the Cubs. I mean, there is a lot of young talent in the major leagues right now. You know, and it goes back, you know, Team USA in the World Baseball Classic has never reached, you know, the semifinals or the finals. We beat Japan in the semifinals, and that squared us up against Puerto Rico, and Stroman pitched, you know, 6 no-hit innings. Angel Pagan hit a liner. I think it was to left field. You know, Stroman and what he was able to do, he put the Americans on his back. And a lot of it was how in the world would he react with people and what they said because of his dual citizenship. I mean, you know, that whole deal is amazing to me. Why would you be hating on someone's family? You know, that number one, his mother, and I mean, he's got dual citizenship. I mean, come on. Stroman pitched a strong game. You know, the Americans played great. Adam Jones with the against the DR, the Dominican Republic. You know, Adam Jones robbing the home run in center field. I mean, this type of stuff from Carlos Stanton, I mean, it's just crazy, man. I mean, whenever you watch that game and they won it, they brought a statue from the dugout and put it on the pitcher's mound. It was the statue of a bald eagle. I mean, it was crazy, man. I mean, you know, Team USA beat Puerto Rico 8-0. I mean, left no doubt. I mean, they were all hooping and hollering and dancing around the bald eagle. You know, the whole team. This type of sports brings a level of togetherness and brotherhood, family, what America was built about, not on all the other bull crap. You know, I mean, it's just that kind of, how do I say it? Just camaraderie. I mean, that kind of togetherness is what this country needed. And I mean, just the, you know, what the Americans were able to do in the World Baseball Classic. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, they put up 13 hits. Puerto Rico was hitless. I mean, they ended up with 3 hits, 1 error, no runs, 8-0. I mean, the Americans and what they did, man, it was special. And just this year alone, you know, they came out of Pool C, Dominican, U.S., Canada. Who else was in that one? I cannot remember who else was in Pool C. Colombia. Colombia was in Pool C. You know, they ended up second in their group behind the Dominicans. You know, then they got put into the Petco Park San Diego Pool F. Puerto Rico, USA, Dominicans, and Venezuelan. You know, and then, you know, in the Pool E, you had Japan, Netherlands, Israel, and Cuba. I mean, it was amazing. You know, this year in sports or in baseball in general, I mean, it was absolutely amazing and heartfelt. You know, the Cubs, 108 years without a World Series title. The Americans have never made it to the World Baseball Classic final. Stroman throws a damn near perfect game. I mean, he just was phenomenal on the hill, you know, carrying a no-hitter into the 7th. I mean, he kept the Puerto Rican hitters off kilter all game. My hat off to Puerto Rico, too, because, I mean, they're phenomenal, man. They're phenomenal ball players. Watching the USA and Japan as well. I'll go back to Japan real quick. You know, just the fundamentals of those cats. It might not look great, but they're fundamental as hell. Puerto Ricans, the same thing. Dominicans, those cats know how to play baseball. And for the United States to win, you know, I'm going to read a quote from Marcus Stroman. Quote, "I love pitching in these moments. I love the atmosphere," end quote. You know, that's what he does. I mean, that's what he's done for the Blue Jays for so long. I mean, is it the Blue Jays? I think he plays for the Blue Jays. You know, it was absolutely a gem watching the Americans and the Puerto Rico play baseball. I mean, I'm glad I got to witness it. I'm glad I got to watch it, be a part of it. It just makes me proud, man. I played baseball for a very long time. I love the game. You know, the Cubs winning the World Series, the United States winning the World Baseball Classic. It really means a lot. Guys, I really hope you like the commentary. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you like the content, leave me a comment. I'll always comment back, man. I'll always talk to you guys. I'll never forget where I come from. If it's positive, if it's negative, let me know what I need to work on. Let me know what you would like to see in your feed. Let me know what games you would like to see. I mean, I play a plethora of different games, so just be on the lookout for more. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, and I'll see you on the next video.